Guys, Tesla owners are getting jealous of ONVO L60, and there's a brand new leak about ONVO L60 that has gotten them even more jealous. Some Tesla buyers are holding off their Tesla purchase to look at this car and see what it's all about. So this leak is, of course, the heads-up display. Take a look at that. Wow, absolutely incredible. Tesla does not have this, by the way. Here on the left, you have the speed, and then you have autopilot, which is the blue car, shows autopilot enabled, and then you have the blue circle with 100 that shows the speed of the autopilot set at. The red circle shows the speed limit of this road, and then the number below that, which isn't too clear because this is a picture from a phone camera, so it's not that clear, is probably the range. And then moving on to the middle, you have the what the road situation looks like. This is basically what the car detects, the cars on the side, etc. And then also it has road labels, so it has those arrows telling you which lane to stay in. Like, for example, right now it's telling you not to go in the rightmost lane because that's probably a ramp or something like that. And then on the right side, you have the navigation and then how close you are to the next navigation point, for example, the exit or the turning point, intersection, etc. So both the ONVO L60 and the Tesla Model Ys and Model 3s don't have front dash, but the ONVO L60 has this, so you don't have to turn right and look at the center screen every time to check your speed that like you have to do on a Tesla. So this is definitely one of the many reasons to buy this car over a Tesla Model Y or a Model 3. Now, some of the other main reasons, of course, battery swap. People are buying this car mostly because of the ability to battery swap. But then there's also the other factor, which is the massive freezer at the end back of the car, which you can basically, it's an add-on, all right? It's a massive freezer, it's add-on, and then with it, you're able to store chilled items. Quite recently, during the ONVO L60 summer desert test, they showcased this at the very end, which is what you're seeing right now. They're not showing what the freezer looks like on camera, but it's actually hidden inside the car, the trunk of the car. So it doesn't really take up your storage space in the car, in the back of the car. And you can tell he's taking out ice cream in the desert, which is absolutely amazing. And this is another family reason to buy this car, on top of the fact that the seats inside the car can be absolutely laid flat to form a huge massive bed for great movie viewing experience. This is something that Li Auto does really, really well. And so ONVO is taking, a page out of Li Auto's book. And partially why some customers might choose a Li Auto over a Tesla is because of these kind of comfortable features, all right, comfortable sofa, etc. So ONVO is definitely copying Li Auto in that aspect to at least have this and make it even better, even more comfortable. So when it comes to comfort versus a Tesla Model Y, this car is definitely going to be more comfortable than the Model Y, which will also make them jealous. Remember, this car also has seat massage, seat ventilation, all right, seat heating. Like, who else has that? Does the Model Y have this? Of course not, they don't. On top of that, with the recent receipt leak and also the leaked conversation from the head of sales from ONVO, we can confirm that the price of the car is indeed 219,900 RMB starting price, which is exactly 30,000 RMB cheaper than the Model Y starting price. So with that said, you're getting all these extra features, all right, these extra selling points, and the car is like much better in terms of energy efficiency, comfort, etc. And you're paying for a cheaper price. You're paying less, all right, which is just quite crazy. And then on top of that, if you slap on battery rental BAS, you subtract around 50,000 RMB. Rumored, okay. The CEO has confirmed, NIO CEO Will Lee has confirmed it's going to be like under 180,000 RMB when you slap on BAS. So if you do that, then under 180,000 RMB, that's super cheap. That's affordable by everyone. Basically, you just pay like a 2,000 US dollar deposit, and then you just pay monthly, and it's just, there's no reason not to get this car. And battery swap will be, for the first time, affordable to the masses. For NIO, it was kind of like the cars were not so cheap, so to say, 300K, around that price. But with this ONVO, with BAS, it's basically half of that, almost half of a NIO. All right, so quite crazy to think about. Also, build quality is another big issue for Tesla. Of course, we have those panel gaps with Tesla. A lot of people have been complaining about why are those panel gaps so big. But with NIO, you rarely see panel gaps. Very rarely. It does happen sometimes, but quite rarely. And then with the ONVO L60, because it's all built by robots and AI, they use AI to scan to make sure everything's precise down to 0.05 millimeters. You're not going to see panel gaps on the ONVO L60. That's just what it is. So you can also expect build quality to be even better than the Tesla Model Y. On top of that, the build quality is apparently so good that ONVO CEO guaranteed that the cars will not need to ever enter the service center within 3 years due to any sort of like warranty issues, like the car being malfunctioning or having some sort of issue. So you're not, he's basically saying, yeah, you're not going to ever need to send this car in to the service center within 3 years, unless it's like, you got into an accident or something. All in all, the only issue is that Tesla buyers don't know this car. All right, those that do are waiting for this car to compare it, but a lot of people still don't know about this ONVO brand, unfortunately, and it is up to NIO's marketing team and ONVO's marketing team to let everybody know this, to make sure every Tesla buyer, before you buy your Tesla, test drive this car, compare it, see the differences, and then after that, buy whatever you want to buy. If you test drive ONVO L60 and you test drive Model Y and you decide to buy the Model Y, fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you test drive both cars, there's going to be a bunch of people that say that this car is better than the Tesla Model Y. So that is just, it is what it is, all right? The goal is to get people to know about this car. So marketing, marketing, marketing. That's the utmost important thing. They got a killer product. Can NIO and ONVO let everybody know about it? So that's the big challenge. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.